The 1920s, often known as the Roaring Twenties, was a time of excess celebration and defiance of traditional norms. The Great War had ended, and the world was eager to embrace change. It was a time when people threw caution to the wind, embracing new freedoms in fashion, music, and dance. Women especially experienced a dramatic shift in their clothing and lifestyle. The flapper look became the symbol of female emancipation. Dresses were shorter, often just above the knee, with a straight silhouette, and adorned with beads and fringes that swayed as they danced. No longer constrained by corsets, these women embraced a more liberated lifestyle. Flappers also embraced shorter hairstyles, most famously the bob, and a bold, youthful attitude. The fashion of the time symbolized freedom, equality, and a break from the rigid, Victorian standards of the past. Meanwhile, men's fashion was sleek and sophisticated. The well-tailored suit became the ideal look for the modern man. Double-breasted jackets, wide lapels, and fedora hats were essential elements of the 1920s gentleman's wardrobe. As the 1920s ended, the world was thrown into economic turmoil. The stock market crash of 1929 led to the Great Depression, and life for many became much harder, but fashion and style were still evolving even in these difficult times. The 1930s were marked by a return to more elegant fashion. Women's dresses became longer, with waistlines returning to a more natural, higher position. The silhouette was softer, often accentuated by base-cut dresses that skimmed to the body. Thanks to the influence of designers like Madeleine Vianette. Even though times were tough, people still made an effort to dress well. Hollywood played a huge role in influencing the fashion of the era, with stars like Greta Garbo and Jean Harlow setting trends for the everyday person. For men, the 1930s saw the popularity of the three-piece suit. The emphasis was on a more streamlined yet masculine silhouette, often paired with a fedora or bowler hat. This era is known for its refinement and attention to detail. Hollywood continued to influence both the 1920s and 1930s fashion. Movie stars were not just entertainers, they were the ultimate fashion icons. Glamour was king, and everyone wanted a piece of the magic. Stars like Marlene Dietrich and Jean Harlow became synonymous with style, their elegant looks setting the bar for fashion. Designers like Coco Chanel were creating masterpieces that melded art and fashion. The 1930s marked a period of luxury. Even as the economy struggled, the styles were not just about clothing. They're about showing the world that beauty, sophistication, and elegance could survive even in the hardest times. However, fashion was just one part of the story. The lifestyle of the 1920s was all about socializing, going out, and breaking the rules. Jazz music and the freedom of the night became cultural staples during Prohibition. By the 1930s, however, life was more subdued. The Great Depression meant many had to focus on survival, but the radio became a new source of comfort and escape, providing both entertainment and a sense of utility. For the bold, carefree days of the 1920s to the more reserved yet elegant 1930s, these decades left a lasting imprint on fashion and culture. In both eras, fashion was not just about clothing, it was about a reflection of society's changing values, struggles, and dreams. These eras remind us that fashion is always more than what we wear. It's how we express ourselves, adapt to challenge, and celebrate the moment that defines our lives.